The news, good evening. The Public Health Authority says that most of the restrictions imposed and that were due to end on Monday the 15th will be extended until the end of February. Certain measures will, however, be relaxed to allow other businesses, such as non-grocery stores, hairdressers and barber shops, to open their doors in due time.
The non-grocery stores will be able to open after they have satisfied a set of criteria that they will self-administer. This will be provided to them with the help of SCCI either later this week or early next week. So until they've satisfied these criteria and they have been assessed or very cross-checked by the Public Health Authority, they are not able to open. This same set of criteria will apply to grocery stores. They will have to do the self-assessment as well, and then if they do not meet the minimum criteria in terms of infection prevention and control, they may find that they will not be able to operate. As regards to hairdressers and barbers, again, once they've satisfied the criteria, they would reopen with certain measures that I've highlighted before. The operator have to process clients only by appointment. There won't be any waiting. And they all have to be wearing face masks and face shields during the time of the procedures.
And the relevant stakeholders are in discussion on the physical reopening of schools. The schools may be allowed to open their doors in 3 to 4 weeks' time. However, they will need to meet several criteria to do so.
As regards to schools, the Ministry of Education is presently planning the reopening, but it will not be immediate. They have agreed to delay the opening of schools towards later February or early March. It will be a phased reopening as well, with the understanding that staff working at school or their teachers would have been vaccinated with the first dose and would have also received the second dose of vaccination and have a certain degree of protection.
The Financial Services Authority has since November struck off an international business company based in Seychelles, which in September was a victim of one of the largest reported digital currency theft, saying it posed too many risks. A new United Nations inquiry into the reported heist of $281 million in crypto assets from KuCoin suggested links to North Korea, according to international media reports. The director for fiduciary supervision at the FSA, Randolph Samson, said earlier this month FSA issued an alert informing the public that the company, MEC Global Limited, did not have any license issued by the FSA to undertake such activity.
The FSA would just like to say that it treats this incident as being very concerning for us. Okay, and first of all, the FSA would also like to say that it does not condone this act, first and foremost, because it is an illegal act of hacking. So the FSA, as of 2020, mid-2020, we were engaged in an investigation in the activities of MEC Global, which trades as KuCoin, and we found that the activity being done by the company was something that is not licensed within Seychelles. So when we were doing our investigation, we found that there were certain things that the clients were not being protected. So we decided that we needed to take action, and as of November 2020, the FSA finalized its striking off of the company because, like we said, it was a risk that the FSA could no longer allow to operate in Seychelles. It was affecting our reputation.
Culture is the soul of a nation, and it is very important that culture occupies an important place in the society, especially in the Seychelles society. This was the declaration made by the Mayor of Victoria, David André, during a presentation of a cultural plan for the country to the media. It will be recalled that President Wavell Ramkalawan announced that culture will no longer be attached to a ministry, but will be under the aegis of the Office of the Mayor of Victoria. Mr. Andre says that soon an institution will be created which will fall under the office of the head of state and will integrate all aspects of culture, heritage and the arts.
Well, culture is a very important element in any society. And I'll probably just state a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, which says, "I want the culture of all lands to be blown about my house as freely as possible, but I refuse to be blown off my feet by any." And I think this quote applies exactly for the Seychelles context, because we, the people of Seychelles, we are of different origins, but we live together in a small island state, and we call ourselves a Creole, Seychellois Creole, and we have a Creole culture. Now, it is very important to embrace our diversity, but at the same time, it is most important to keep the identity which makes us unique as a Creole nation. And this institution that we're creating, the Seychelles National Institute for Culture, Heritage and the Arts, gives exactly that mandate. And we're moving away from a political model to that model because we don't want this institution to be associated with politics or politicians having their own agenda through culture. So this is an institution which will assure continuity, permanence in the preservation, the promotion of culture and heritage and the arts in Seychelles. And I think this is something which we should all be very proud of, and which will lead us, for future generation to enjoy.
The National Sports Council will, as from the 1st of April, be responsible for all sports infrastructure in the districts. The announcement was made by the NSC's CEO, Jean Larue, during a press conference this morning. Previously, the local government ministry was responsible for sporting infrastructures in districts. A new section within this council has been given the mandate to ensure that all sports infrastructure in the districts are maintained in good condition. And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching and have a pleasant evening.